Call the member for Morani.
I'd like to thank the Katter Party by bringing this motion to the House. Cash is legal tender, and the message needs to go out from this House loud and clear that there is nothing dirty or wrong with producing cash and paying for goods or services in that way. As for the motion, the amendment to the motion, I noticed that the Minister Malish has said that, however, options should be available where possible. They should be available everywhere. Speaker, this is a very important issue. Cash is one of the things that we have. It helps people budget. It ensures that people in the bush have their cash, that they can go there when there's no internet, when the phone lines are down, in times of emergency. And I'd like to bring the House's attention the Auditor-General here in Queensland and what he said to us about cyber insecurity. Now, this is a situation where people can, we have a situation where the power outages could come on. We've been told this. Even the World Economic Forum, bless their cotton socks, have even said that there's cyber insecurity issues going in from 2024-25 that could leave everybody in a situation where there is no power, that the whole place could be blacked out. That would be a catastrophic event if we didn't have any cash, because I'm sure everyone's not going to write IOUs. And the situation with cash too is, like I said, going into a digital economy the way that we are and trying to do all this thing, as the trucks were mentioned earlier, the government used the stopping of their digital accounts as a punitive measure because the people weren't happy with how things were travelling. Well, this is the people's house, and the way that people, if they want their freedoms, though, and to fight for their freedoms, that's their right, every right. It's almost no area of human activity or human life that's not vulnerable to financial or government monitoring of one kind or another. And physical cash offers privacy in a way that electronic cash never can. And this is important for people and ought to be maintained. It also offers our older people relief from having to navigate online in a financial world. Many people aged between 65 and 74 have never even used the internet, wouldn't even know what button to push, can't even send a photo on their phone. Cash services several important functions that cannot be disregarded, and the risk of electronic systems failure, insecurity arising from increased threat of cybercrime and concerns regarding identity and digital connectivity further underline the importance of access of cash for the citizens of Queensland. Cash is the only form of money that citizens can hold without the involvement of third parties or access to broadband, electricity or equipment. It is simple, easy to use, and you know how much you got. And the other concept is relevant here is the alienating effects this drives towards our digital economy as it drives it there. This is no doubt that there is a growing mental health crisis that comes from many pressures on people, and one feature of that crisis is alienation. Things that used to involve friendly human interactions, relations between human beings, are being replaced by faceless and anonymous online interactions. It's not good. There's no doubt that being able to interact with people by means of paying cash could prove alienating when it comes to human relations. We must be careful about things that will reduce people's right or choice to interact with other human beings in a day-to-day economic or social processes. It is critical that government, industry and regulators understand the importance that preserving people's access to cash in the terms of social and financial inclusion. And this is an important motion. It speaks to the retention of choice and freedom and the dangers involved in removing that choice and freedom. Mr Speaker, there is simply no question that access to cash and the use of cash is a matter of very vital importance to many ordinary people and also community groups. And the motion is straightforward. Refusal to accept cash as a payment, I believe, is unconstitutional and it's discriminatory, and every single government agency, not just where possible, but right across the whole spectrum, doesn't matter what department we work with, cash, the acceptance of cash, the way that we do dealings with cash must be preserved at all costs. Thank you, Speaker.